Okay. So this question is asking just how do you integrate? So this is a very broad question. Integration kind of is used with numerous functions. You can kind of go through some examples here. So here in the solution, it provides multiple examples of integration. So here we know that the integral of sine x is negative cos x plus c, so you always add a constant at the end. The sine and cos integrals are kind of things you just have to memorize. This one over here is probably one of the most important ones. So we'll do an example of that. So if we had y is equal to xn and we want to evaluate the integral of xn of this function, so we do the integral of xn dx, where n is just any kind of whole number, or any number actually. We would get the following. So we get x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. So this is kind of the standard formula for evaluating kind of a function represented with x values or x variables. So we can go through a simple example. So if we want to evaluate for the function x squared plus x plus 1 dx, so we use this to evaluate. So x squared, the integral of that will just be x cubed over 3. So if we substituted 2 for n, we get x to the 3 and then 3 at the bottom as well. So you can see how this formula makes it easier to evaluate. Then the next component, x, would just be x squared over 2. So the exponent here is 1, which is n in our scenario, and then n we substitute into here and here. So we're left with x squared on top and then 2 on the bottom. And lastly, 1. So for 1, the exponent is actually 0. So it will be 1 times x to the 0. And we know x to the 0 is just 1. So we substitute 0 for n. We get x to the 1. And then 0 on the bottom would just give us over 1. So we just get plus x. And then we just add our constant at the end. So that's just one of the examples of how to integrate. There's many other ways or many other functions and kind of identities or properties that you should memorize for integration. So another one is the integral of e to the x is just e to the x. That's another useful one. And then here the solution provided shows integration by parts and so on. And they show you kind of more complex integration. So usually when there's a specific question, it's easier to show the solution. Integration is more of a general topic. So the solution outline to a general overview of integration is correct. Great job. Please give a more specific question.